good night, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Blessings and greetings in the name of the Most High. Yeah. Next program tonight, the last presentation going to do on viruses, because we have a lot of, everybody's talking about virus, wash hands, don't put your hand in your eye, don't put your hand in your nose. Woo! Now, the virus is in Grenada, it is in Dominica. We had our first case of the coronavirus yesterday, just Sunday, and that person came in from the UK, England. And then that same plane went into Dominica. There's one case in Dominica also. So, as I said before, lots of people is walking around with the virus. They just know they have it. And there's a doctor called Dr. Anthony Fauci, I believe. I like him a lot. He's a very wise doctor, because he was educated the same Dr. Gupta on CNN. And that's why I wanted to do this program, to listen to all of them. You see what I'm saying? This doctor is very wise. Because he educated Dr. Gupta, saying to him, if a virus come into your body, and your body or your cells kill that virus can't come back. And Dr. Gupta asked him, well, why? Because, as I said before, your body make memory to these viruses. And he said, I always said to people every day, the same virus can't come back. You see, because they are not educating us. Dr. Gupta, who's a big brain and neurosurgeon, he's supposed to know that if you get a cold today, that cold that you're going to get next week is not the same. It's not the same virus. It's a different virus. It can't come back. And the doctor applauded him, because he said, measles is an example. If you get measles and you build up that resistance to measles, it can't come back. Because your body is wise. And that's the reason why I always tell people that our body is wonderfully made by the Most High. Right? So, if all you feel like shouting, if you feel you don't like how I'm talking, come off my page. Alright? If I'm shouting, you don't like my shout, come off the page. I talk with passion. Understand? So we're going to talk about how your immune system responds to a virus, which they don't go into detail and tell you. Yeah? Right? And we're going to teach you now, we're going to have a little thing for children, and how they can take these things to build up their immune system. Although they say that children are not getting these the coronavirus, but they will get eventually. Trust me. All right? And all we're hearing about is a vaccine, and a vaccine, and a vaccine. How come they don't teach us how the body kill a virus? And here's somebody said on the page, you can't kill viruses. Who told you that? Who told you cannot kill a virus? That's what the medical system told you? That's not true. I'm going to show you how you kill the virus tonight. Because the cytotoxic cells will kill any virus or cancer cell that is infected with the virus. They cannot do that. So we can't kill viruses, because we are immune system is so compromised that we can't kill viruses. Okay? We're going to teach you tonight how your immune system respond to a virus and kill it, even though the virus get into the cell and infect the cell or duplicate the cell. Yeah? Because God is great. Better give him some glory now. Right? Yes, sir. Right. Well, herbs are the healing of the nation. The herbs. Teach us to use them. Who that?
Who the outside?
Who that? Who's outside it? Hold on. Yo. See that? What?
I said my dad asked if you could send something for the immune system, please.
Your father what?
Father asked if you could send something for the immune system, please.
Ah. His father asked me to send something for the father's immune system. Tell your father there's no interaction tonight. We need to act in. Tell your father I'm going to come down and drop the antiviral down on the stone for him tonight, yeah? Or no interaction tonight, yeah? Bless him. Give thanks. Bless him. Good night, eh? Love to you. All right.
Oh, shit. Why didn't you just give him?
All right. Bless. Yeah, man. Wonderful. We have to protect ourselves, right? That's that you won't come and bring it from another one. All right. So let's go straight over here And we're going to talk about this over here. What happened now? All right. Let's go. And let's see how the body reacts to a virus that they don't teach you all every day. All right? Because we're supposed to kill viruses. All right? Let's go to the first one. Now, I call viruses criminals. I call cancer cells criminals. I call parasites criminals. I call yeast criminals. I call fungi criminals. And I call bacteria criminals. They are criminals. They are looking to harm us on a regular basis. But we have protection now. So we look into what? To find the criminals. So this is our army. This is our police force. And this is our Marines. We have the lymphocytes. We have the NK cells. We have the cytotoxic cells. We have enzymes. And we have interferon. Now, they said that Cuba have the cure for the coronavirus. What is Cuba using? They're using interferon. But they don't tell people that the body also make interferon. So we're going to tell you how the interferon virus is. So nobody have no cure. The body heal itself. There's no cure for nothing. Your body heal itself. So these are your army right here. And they protect and they serve you. But they can also kill you too. Especially when you have lupus, scleroderma, muscular dystrophy, myasthenia gravis. They are your protectors, but if you treat them bad, they in turn can turn on you and kill you also. You understand? These here, your protectors. Your protectors can kill you. Dimitri, sunshine. Please. Yes, sir. Yes. Bring him in. Bring him in. Yes, sir. All right, wonderful. So, let's go to the army. These are your army. These are your healers. These are your protectors. But when you have an autoimmune disease, them here, which are supposed to protect you, can also kill you too. They are an army. So if they could kill you, mean they're dangerous. That's common sense. If the same army that's supposed to protect us from viruses and fungi and parasites and bacteria and cancer cells, if they're supposed to protect us, how come they can also turn and kill us? Because the danger of they can kill for you. But they can kill you too because they're so dangerous. Their army, their air force, their marines, and the police force. Here's how they function. If your army is bogged down by some so-called terrorists, the army will call the air force. And the air force will come and he will bomb these so-called terrorists and then the army can move in. Right? If a cell is infected by a virus and the virus is duplicating, overtaking the cell will call your NK cells and your cytotoxic cells into action. They're like your air force. They don't teach you all them things. They're only telling you you're going to get a vaccine. But they don't teach you all that Jehovah God made this body so perfect to kill for us. So let's go and look at how they function now. Let's go now. We're going to do this. And we're going to go over here. A little bit. Now, when a virus infects the body, it invades the cells of the host in order to survive and replicate. If you are a doctor, tell me I'm lying. When a virus infects our body, it invades the cells of the host, which is the body now, in order to survive and replicate. Once the virus is inside the cells, our immune system cannot see the virus. Now, I want to mention that now. Once the virus is inside your cells, your immune system cannot see that virus. And that's why the virus is so tricky. That's why they make you feel you can't kill it. Once the virus is inside the cells, our immune system cannot see the virus and in turn cannot detect the cells that is infected. So once that virus gets into the cells, your immune system, which is supposed to protect you, cannot see that virus, and the cell that is infecting your cell It can't see it. That's what they said, there's no cure. Hear it now. When that happens, the immune cells employ another system that allow them to show other cells, what is inside the infected cell. God damn, God is great, man. Now, I want you to tell me if I'm lying. I want anybody to tell me if I'm lying. When the cell get into the cell, the infected cell, when that happens, our immune system cells employ another system that allow our immune systems, other cells, to show other cells what is inside the infected cells. The molecules they use are called MHC. We're going to talk about MHC in a little while, which are complex protein displaying proteins from inside the cell surface. Once your cell is infected with a virus, pieces of peptide, or amino acid, the protein, we're going to talk about those in a little while too, will include pieces of the same protein made by the same virus that infect your cells. Nurses and doctors tell me if I'm lying. A cell called T cell circulate the blood looking. A cell called a T cell or T lymphocyte circulate our bloodstream looking for cells that are infected by any virus, and that cell is called a cytotoxic T cell. Let Dr. Gupta and all them doctors who just telling you to wash your hands, ask them what this particular cell do, the cytotoxic T cell. You follow me? You're getting infected because your immune system is all messed up. You may say you're sick now. Next one. Cytotoxic T cells kill cells that is infected. I want to use the word kill. Cytotoxic T cells kill cells that is infected by viruses with chemicals that are toxic. And that is the reason they call them cytotoxic cells. It's like chemotherapy. Chemotherapy is a toxic drug. That's what they could say, kill cancer cells, but they kill the good cells too. But these cells over here, they only kill these cells that are infected with the virus. The cytotoxic T cell has what? They have proteins. They have proteins on their surface that can help the cytotoxic cell to recognize cells that are infected. These proteins are called T cell receptors. Doctors tell me if I'm lying. Each cytotoxic cell can recognize an antigen peptide protein, again, amino acids, that is bound to the MHC molecule. If the T cell receptor detects a peptide from a virus, it warns other T cells, like your natural killer cells, of an infection. The T cell, in turn, start releasing toxic substances to kill, murder, annihilate the infected cell and prevent the invading virus from surviving. So how are they going to tell me there's no cure for viruses? How are they going to tell me that you don't kill viruses? Huh? You're trying to dispute God? Huh? And His glory? All right, let's go now. Go to the next one. Viruses are very smart. They're wise like cancer cells do. Because with cancer cells, cancer cells are very smart like viruses. because a cancer cell can form a coating on its surface and move into the bloodstream, and in turn can fool your immune system, making your immune system think that this cancer cell that is coated is a good cell. And because your immune system is being fooled by the cancer cell that's coated, he let that cancer cell move into circulation, and that cancer cell in turn can move and go into an organ and disrupt the function of that organ via your bloodstream. Everything is in the blood, moving in the blood. All 80% of our cells is in the gut right here. And that's why I said to people, if you want to eat in the nighttime, you can never fix a virus. If you're going to go and sleep with food in your belly in the nighttime, you can never kill a virus, because all your protectors will run to the gut where you have the food sitting and fermenting, common sense. And when they run here, they're going to leave other parts of the body vulnerable, and viruses are going to kill you long term. Hold on. Let's go to the viruses now. Viruses are very wise. Viruses are very smart. And what they do is they develop ways to avoid detection by the T cells, just like the cancer cells do. Viruses develop ways to avoid detection by our T cells. Why? Because some viruses may stop the MHC molecule from getting to the cell surface to display what we call viral peptides. They don't teach you all them things. They'll make you all feel that a vaccine is good for you all. Let's go one more time. Viruses are smart, and they develop ways to avoid detection by our T cells. Some viruses may stop the MHC molecule from getting to the cell surface to display viral peptides. When that occurs, the T cell, in turn, do not know there is a virus inside the infected cell. When that happens, our T cell, in turn, do not know or recognize there is a virus inside the infected cell. Once the virus gets inside the infected cell, they program cell death, causing infected cells to die, what they call in the medical system apoptosis. Cell death. That's what cell death means, apoptosis. Another cytotoxic factor is what we call granulysin, which attacks outer membranes of the infected cell, destroying the cell by lysis. Anybody supposed to know? If you went to biology, you know what lysis is. Destruction, degradation of the cell. That's what lysis is. Follow me now. The cytotoxic cell releases proteins called cytokines after making contact with cells that are infected. Cytokines include what? Interferon. The same thing they say that the Cubans make it to fix the virus now. Interferon. Oh my goodness, God is great. Now give him the glory, man. Don't give the man no glory. Come on, man. Look at right here. Cytokines include interferon, interferon G, and TNF. TNF means tumor necrosis factor A. They send a signal from your T cells and my T cells to the infected or other cells to kill the cells that are infected by the viruses. Kill the cells. Kill, murder, annihilate the cells that is infected by the viruses. You're not killing a virus because your immune system is compromised. You are not killing a virus because you're eating too much starch foods, clogging the mucous membranes up. And if you're going to kill a virus, you can never keep the mucous membranes with excessive amount of mucus. If you're going to kill a virus, you can never keep the lymphatic system stagnated. If you're going to kill a virus, you can never keep the bone marrow unhealthy. If you going to kill a virus, you can never kill the thymus. You can never keep the thymus gland unhealthy, because the furthest for the spleen, because these 4 parts of the body is your protector, your killers. I want to read it for you one more time, so don't come and say Patrick Delsey. Another cytotoxic factor is granulysin, which attacks the outer membranes of the infected cell, destroying the cell by lysis. The cytotoxic cell releases proteins called cytokines that, after making contact with cells that are infected. Cytokines include interferon, CG, TNF, tumor necrosis factor A, and then they send what? They in turn send signal from the T cells to the infected or other cells to kill the cells that are infected by the virus, the natural killer cells. The null cells, they call them. They are your killers. But how you can kill them? Because your immune system is compromised. You're eating all the smoked foods. You know, your pollution is bad. You're inhaling bad air. You're in a house full of toxins, full of chemicals. You're living in around there, what we call magnetic fields with all these towers in the air. You ain't cleaning your system up. You're keeping your bowels clean. So how you won't kill a virus? You can't kill a coronavirus that way. You see what I'm saying? You can't. So they're making you all feel that virus can't fix. But once the virus gets into the cell and duplicate itself, there was the other way that these cells put up a fight to go into that cell that is duplicated and kill that virus. But they're making you feel that the Cubans now have the cure. The Cubans have no cure. The body heals itself. Give God the glory. Look at right here, interferon. So because the Cubans do the interferon injections, then they say, oh, the Cuban have a cure. Man, don't have no cure. Your body heals itself. The body has the cure for itself. Look at right here, interferon. See, because we know better. Right? Wonderful. Let's go to the next one. Antibodies. Let's look at them. We talked about antibodies before. 2 minutes time. Talk about antibodies. Come here. We talked about antibodies. Antibodies. When you go to take a herpes test, the doctor looks for IgG and IgM, the 2 antibodies, right? And we said before that antibodies stick to these viruses if you have good immunity now. You see? You understand? I don't give no man no glory. I didn't come on social media to proclaim the laws of man. I come to proclaim the laws of the Most High, Jehovah God, and His glory. And the body put in us to help us to kill viruses. I ain't come to promote no man law. You understand? Man breaking the laws of the Most High anyway. So the antibodies, when you are in a jam, in a fight with an individual, you're fighting. Huh? You're fighting. And you're about to hurt that individual. Here comes an individual, and he is going to hold the criminal right here. He sticks to him and says, listen to me, man. You're going to try to kill the guy. I'm going to hold you till the police come. And he holds him right here. And he waits. And he waits. And he calls because he can't move now. You see, that's how the antibodies work. Antibodies. They don't teach you all them things. They don't want to give God the glory. Over here. Let's look at antibodies. If you don't believe in the Most High, don't even come on my page, man. Forget it. Antibodies. Viruses can be removed by antibody before they infect a cell. Viruses can be removed by antibodies before they infect our cells. Am I right, doctors and nurses? Viruses can be removed by antibodies before they infect a cell. Antibodies are proteins that recognize an invader and stick to them, hold them together. They can't move. They can't go nowhere. And when they hold them, if you have good immunity, the Army force comes in, the Air Force comes in, and they start to kill these viruses. Even though they can duplicate yourself or replicate your cells. Phase 1, they neutralize the virus. Phase 2, they cause viruses to what? To stick together. Phase 3, they activate your phagocytes. Phase 4, the antibodies can also activate the complement system, which promote what? Phagocytosis of viruses. The phagocytosis, what they do, they look around for any cell that is infected by a virus, and they kill that cell. That's their job. They look around for any cell that is infected by the coronavirus, herpes virus, AIDS virus, cytomegalovirus, hepatitis B virus, and HTLV virus, and they kill that cell. They kill it. Phase 4, antibodies can also activate the complement system, which promotes what we call phagocytosis of viruses. It can also damage the envelope or the phospholipid bilayer that appears in some viruses, and the results are what? A dead virus. A dead virus. Read it again. These phagocytosis, these cytotoxic cells, these natural killer cells can damage the envelope or the phospholipid bilayer that appears in some viruses, and when that happens, what happens? The result is a dead-ass virus. He can't survive. He can't. Because that is how God created this body for us to live forever and ever and ever. Amen. Amen, as you want to call it. You understand? And although we are imperfect and we could get sick from a virus infection, if we have good immune function, we can fight that virus till we kill that virus long term. I'll show you how. Let's go again. What are the benefits of peptides? What are the benefits of peptides? Proteins and peptides are made up of amino acids, but the peptides contain fewer protein, and they're taken up 3 or 4 different kinds of peptides. Benefits. Look at the benefits of your peptides. They act as an antioxidant. They reduce inflammation. And sometimes if you have trouble in the cell membranes and you're producing PGE2, PGE3, the bad prostaglandin, you get inflammation too. So the peptides benefits are reducing of inflammation. They prevent blood clots from forming also, so you don't have to take Coumadin and warfarin for the rest of your life. When you have blood clots, they don't tell you that. They only put you on these blood thinners. But they don't tell you that your proteins and peptides are made up of what? Amino acids, but the peptides contain few proteins. Lots of them, or 3 or 4 of them. Peptides now. And they benefit you by doing what? They reduce inflammation. They act as an antioxidant. They prevent blood clot from forming. They kill microbes, and they improve immunity. They improve the function of the immune system. And they will tell me that there's no God. And God didn't do this, and they want to give you a vaccine. Come on. I here to proclaim the love of the Most High, Jehovah God, not man. Man, laws is messed up, killing us every day. Go again. Supplements that can improve the function of the TKs, of the NK cells. Supplements that can improve the function of your what? Of your T lymphocytes. Supplements that can improve the function of your neutrophils, 60% of the white blood cells. Zinc, 50 milligrams per day. 50 milligrams of zinc per day. If there is not enough zinc in the time, it's going to shrink prematurely. And you can't function. You get cancer faster. You can't kill no viruses because zinc is very significant. 15,000 milligrams of buffered vitamin C per day. Space it out during the day. They build up the thymus gland. They prevent infection. 15,000 milligrams of vitamin C per day. Vitamin D3. 20,000 IU per day. But also, if you are going to use vitamin D3, this one over here, make sure you take it with a fat-soluble vitamin, or like borage oil or flax oil to help for absorption of the vitamin D3. So if you're going to take any vitamin D3, make sure you get some fats, good fats, like your borage oil or your flax oil to help with absorption of your vitamin D. Vitamin B6 in the thymus gland. Pick it up at any store you want to pick it up from. Health food stores, pharmacies might have them, but got a good company now. Chaga increases the immune reservoir. It balances back the immune system if it's overactive. If it's depressed, it brings it back up. Chaga does that. Gandadoma does that. This one right over here. See, Gandadoma does that too. Gandadoma and chaga. Good for the immune system. They balance it back. So if you have lupus, you have sclerodoma, you have myasthenia gravis, you have muscular dystrophy, you have sclerodoma, you have all these autoimmune diseases, you need to get Gandadoma, you need to get chaga, you need to get maitake, you need to get shiitake, you need to get cordyceps, because together they are the best, and turkey tail. Because they balance back the immune reservoir. We call them amphoterics. Meaning that if your immune system is overactive, it normalizes the immune system. If the immune system is depressed, it normalizes back the immune system. God is great. He knew he was going to get lupus now. Shiitake, turkey tail, maitake, chaga, cordyceps, Gandadoma, all of them. And when you use them together, virus could kill you. Cancer cell can come in. If they come in, they're going to die. But you're letting them come in because you are letting these viruses come in because your immune system is all messed up. You eat too much bread and cheese every day, and pork, and fried food, and oxtail, and going and sleep with food in your belly. You can't fix the virus that way. So they're going to get you all scared until your vaccine is going to come into place eventually. The coronavirus, the virus that is in Grenada right now, him is a killer. I'm going to show you how to prevent that corona from going into the lung and harming your alveoli. The problem with the corona is he acts like the flu. But you know what? Watch him here. I want you to get a herb. Find him. He kind of banned, but find him for me. See him here? Find him for me. Get him. Get him. Ephedra. They banned it. The FDA banned it though, but we still going to use it anyway. It's hard to find, but they're going to find it. It's one of the best for that virus, coronavirus. Because it's good for bronchitis, flus, any kind of trouble in the lung. It's one of the best plants for the lung. Very expensive, but it's good for your lung. Ephedra. Get it. Mix it with ho hung. Mix it with elecampane. Mix it with thyme. Mix it with honeysuckle. Mix it with mullein leaf. Mix it with all these antivirals like garlic and onions and ginger. And you can protect your lung from the coronavirus. Huh? Because once that virus comes into your lung, it's going to kill you eventually if you don't have good lung health. And we know for a fact that you have your NK cells in the lung trying to protect you from the virus. We know for a fact that you have the NK cells all in your eyes too. We know for a fact that women have the NK cells in the uterus, in the liver. They're all over the body. So how come they can't protect you though? Because they are compromised from the way you eat the foods every day. See what I'm saying? You know, you go eat a junk once in a while, but you eat junk every day. And you go to bed with food in your belly. Eat at night. And sleep. It's for healing. So, let's go to sleep. People who are stressed produce cytokines. People who are living in a stressful society produce cytokines, molecules that can what? Trigger inflammation and can infect your cells faster. People who are stressed out. Cytokines. I'm going to be talking about cytokines. We go back to cytokines. Cytokines are a group. Cytokines are a group of proteins, peptide, glycoration. They are secreted by what? They are secreted by special cells in the body. Cytokines are secreted by special cells of the immune system. They are what? They are molecules that mediate and what? They stimulate immunity. And inflammation too. So if you can't get no sleep in the nighttime, what will happen to you? You will have a higher level of stress of cortisol, of stress hormones. Oh, yeah. You good? We done. If you're stressed out, you are going to create the cytokines that cause inflammation. And when a virus comes into your system and you're stressed out, it's going to infect your system. It's going to infect your cells. It's going to replicate your cells. If you don't get enough sleep at night time, your body, when it's not getting enough sleep, is going to create what we call the stress hormone called cortisol. Because once you're not getting enough sleep at night, that's why God created sleep so that the body can heal itself. And the same doctor, man, that you go to on a regular basis, once you are sick, he will induce a coma into you because he knows once he induces a coma in you, he knows that your body is going to start to heal faster. So he's not stupid, he knows. So you go back to what God did. God said, I'm going to create sleep for you. And while you are sleeping, between the hours of 8 p.m. and 1 a.m. in the morning, all the endocrine glands is regenerating. God said, when I created sleep for you, between the hours of 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. in the morning, your pancreas and your liver is regenerated. God said, when you get good sleep, between the hours of 3 a.m. and 4:30 a.m. in the morning, your kidney is picking up what? Acid from your tissues. So when you get up in the morning, you must urinate, and that urine must be acidic. But if you don't get enough sleep, early sleep, your stress hormone cortisol starts rising. And when it rises, it feeds or increases the function of your Th2 lymphocytes, which is the bad guy, not the Th1 lymphocyte, and then you get sick faster. See what I'm saying? So if you want to fix your viruses, you got to get sleep. You got to build up your immune system. Let's do that now. See me here? Come over here, Chris. Now in Grenada, lots of people use the oranges and they squeeze the orange and they put water and sugar. Look how we do it. We go the whole time. See the seeds? Seeds. We don't put no sugar. Why we want sugar? Sugar is a killer. Suppress your cells too. Yeah? Yeah, man. Teach you something tonight. New things. How to kill them viruses. See that? What you want? What you want? What you want more than this here? Huh? What you want more than that? Tell me. Huh? And then you can put a little bit peppermint oil. Here. Not vitamin C. Yeah? One thing. When you put sugar, you kill it. No sugar. Right? No. Viruses like cool areas. And that's the reason why they said to you drink some hot water, some warm water. When the virus gets into the stomach, if you wash it down through the lung, your stomach acid will kill the virus. No doctors could do that. That's the reason why God make the stomach more acidic than any part of the body. Because down there is when you eat foods and the food is not too good in terms of bacteria, the acid will start destroying these pathogens. So once the virus is washed down into the stomach, once it gets down here, your stomach kills that virus because the acid kills it. Acid is a killer. Huh? Because your nose and your eyes is warm area, the cool areas, the virus get in here faster. So what I do, I take some peppermint oil and I keep on snorting it in. You can burn your nose now, you snort it. See the heat? The virus dies. When you get into the nostrils. See? Or you can put it right above the temple and keep your eyes closed. And when you open your eyes, you can kind of heat. Virus can't get in your eyes either. They don't teach you that though. Cayenne pepper. A small piece of it in a bottle with some ginger, some orange peel, and some warm water. And during the day, you can one drop of peppermint oil. And during the day, you can sip it. Every half an hour, you sip. It's hot. When they get into the lung, the virus can't survive either. You can walk with it every day. That's your protection, not a vaccine. That's your protection. The herbs is for the healing of the nation. So Jehovah God put herbs on the earth for us to use for anything. Any trouble that we have. But we have to know to use them though. Next one. Coconut water for your children. Coconut water. Vitamin C. Goji berry. Your children like taste. What's going on? See them here? Antioxidants. See them there? It's them right there. See them right there. And a little piece of ginger for your child. Ginger. Antioxidant. Antioxidant. Yeah. See what that does here? See what he does? See what he does? This drink is good for the eyes. It keeps the eye cells healthy. It keeps the circulatory system moving. The ginger is hot. So if you're an adult, you can put a little bit more ginger to make it more hot for you. So when you drink it and you get into the lung, the coronavirus can never stay there. Because number one, it will increase the function of your NK cells, which is sitting in your lung also to protect you from harm. It will also protect your eyes because there's antioxidants, and it will also deal with what we call purpura circulation. It moves things. And it strengthens your capillaries and strengthens your veins. See? But it also builds your immune system with the green juices. You drink it. In the morning, evening. And you have protection. You want some? Wonderful. So, always have peppermint oil with you. Always have some warm water with a pinch of cayenne pepper, a piece of ginger, and a piece of orange peel, and walk with it on your job. And then sip it. Just sip every day. And it's so hot that it keeps everything in here so hot that the virus can't survive. Can't. That's why they said in 1918, after the Spanish flu killed lots of people in the spring, in the summertime, the heat was so hot that everybody feel they were okay. Spanish flu gone. But the Spanish flu came back in the fall and killed more people than in the spring. So don't keep your guards down. Always keep your body at peak. Always keep your immune system healthy, man. Otherwise, you're going to be a statistic. You understand? I'm warning people because there is more to come. This is only the beginning of sorrows. It is more to come. Woe for the earth. Woe for this earth we are living in today. And that is prophecy from the scriptures. And all these unbelievers don't believe, it's going to happen more again and more going to come. Until the rightful ruler come to take the planet from those who want to destroy his earth. Blessed love. Don't forget to go to Christy Books, KRISTYBWKSBIZ. Christy Books, right? KRISTYBWKS.BIZ. Or, you know, I think New York is locked down now, so Ambrose is closed. And if you want to order, because go to the site, or you can call 1-473-421-9604, or you can call Ashanti at 718-469-0985, or our sister Nikki Lane at Holistic Harmony. Because as I said before, we are our black businesses and we're trying to build up our empire to keep it in the family, so the money can circulate among ourselves. You understand? So until, give thanks and praise to the Most High Jehovah God. And don't forget to always praise his name and give thanks and praise to the Christ, and love your neighbor as yourself. KRISTYBWKS.BIZ 1-473-421-9604. For the time, I'm not taking no consultation. I'm trying to close on the website because everything is going to slow down. I don't want any taking no consultation. I'm just going to rest myself now because the virus are wrong. We are trying to keep our immune system as healthy as can and be less stress for us. So for the time being, till about another week or so, we're going to start taking back consultation again. For now, I'm going to just rest myself because I need a rest. I'm tired. Every day I'm running around. And please, I want to thank everybody for the support. At the end of the day, we are our brothers and sisters keeper. And anybody who can't afford anything, we're going to try our best to give as much as we can, because we can be in the same situation as anybody else. And that's the reason why I said before, we have to pick up one another from the ground. That's the only way we as the people are going to survive. Blessed love and give thanks and praise to the Most High Jehovah God. Africa.